You know, people just normally there.
Yeah, you take
You
it.
went around or sit down and take it. Can you scoot it back? Because it's just
Probably not too good.
Well, the lobby is here.
What I was gonna see is to get the camera as far back as you
So you
can.
got it.
Set to the table, it's just in your shot.
Yeah, I need the black.
Where are you at?
There should be a
I'm
black
right here.
board on my desk.
Do you want me to come back and just I can stare. Here, I'm just gonna switch.
This should be fine if you
Alright,
put
so
it back
back
up.
up.
So you want that at the top?
Thank
You see that, you see the Paisley tile? All right, we're going into come to the governor's, the Secretary of State's conference room to go from the governor's thing.
Right
You know
there?
where that is?
Yeah, that's much better, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Should be on my desk. Good enough. Yeah, good enough. Doesn't matter. All right, we're at the Secretary of State's office. That's where the governor's conference room is. Yeah, that's where we are. I'll use here, yeah. And it's plugging in right now. Okay, great, thank you. Okay, thank you.
It's, frames over there. Yeah. Please there. What is it? Transponder.
You're live.
Arenas?
Yeah, after 5. I don't have my earpiece.
They even know what he's talking about?
Oh, oh,
Yeah. So I'm like, whatever. I said, you want to say something? You guys, don't you do that? I'm thinking, I know what I'm trying to do, that earpiece, you know.
Two chairs. No, there are two participants. No, that's not all for,
No.
yeah, there.
I think,
Dave Hart.
that was my old room.
He's gonna stand
Oh,
there.
that was your thing.
My cubicle mate. My cubicle mate.
It takes 8 legs.
That was for the fun days. The fun days are over.
Shots fired.
Alright. Does the press, if it's hard, so I'll have to stop and repeat it.
Yes, that's right. Matt, shots fired.
Houston Hospital?
Yeah, it's locked. This country. Think we okay? Microphone's on, did you get it?
I said, there you go. Make sure you see it. Hey, do you see that?
Revenue secretary. Over.
That's where I'm at. Oh, you're not going on the live meeting?
Should be.
What's that? Okay, okay. Okay. They're rolling on the house and office, link, he's got over there.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I don't know why I got the live anymore.
Did you see that link in my stream?
I don't know. Hey. Anybody else calling, you see, I got live you one, you see that up on our feedback there. You do? Okay, hey, can you put me back down?
John, why don't you send me your It's okay, don't worry about it. A lot of times they'll just say, I'm busy, I'm probably busy.
Michael Gillespie.
I'm the only person.
Who's your new photographer now? I think that's all about. Sam, it's Justin.
Yeah.
Who's the new
He does
multimedia,
video,
right?
yeah, he replaced Lisa.
Okay. Who's the new
Nobody.
Nobody?
Hey,
Okay.
how's it going? Are you guys streaming?
Right now.
Mine.
Everything's tight. Yeah.
We have a couple new people, we have a competitor starting,
Good.
but,
I think I've seen the new reporters by last.
we have a new reporter started last week, but we have another one coming.
Oh, okay.
Another one coming early March.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, we had one police reporter start last week.
like, I've never had it. Okay. That's what I was saying, right? You guys are just one side of that street. I remember what it said, I said, Matt. Okay, I'm sure you're next to the governor's office.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you've seen us doing everything on Twitter, the governor's Twitter.
Right, what are they, so were
They've
they,
been keeping busy with it.
okay, so I can take this slide and then say it down. Okay, that's all I needed to do. All right, thanks. Bye.
Hopefully that light will pretty
Even
They are
the windows.
streaming.
Yeah, it helps, definitely.
So I don't know why they,
I might have even done this a little bit now.
I guess better save
Because
the
it was a
story.
bit brighter earlier than it
The
is.
brightest thing is the wall. The wall is brighter than the flag. Kind of backwards now,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's okay.
So I'll,
It's a little bit
since they're not streaming, that's all around too. So
Yeah, I'll back it up.
You don't need to do too much. I'm relying on it.
They must need somebody that's. That's just, that's I mean, you can walk through it.
I mean, I think it's open for everybody. Oh, I don't know. I actually don't know. It's just so close to get back to the station.
See, I thought you had to pay and then you get the car. We've been trying to get that.
I had the key.
I think it's supposed to get money out of the
Oh, really?
yeah, and then you stop, kind of walk all the way around.
I think I can.
Go to,
Very awesome.
Empty on my pockets and everything else.
Yeah, somebody asked me last week, I was at Middle Southampton.
Steve, where are you?
This kid's like,
All right, well, we're gonna get started soon.
that is it. It used to be.
All right, thank you.
Are they gonna come in that?
What is
Are they
it?
gonna come in that door?
I believe so, yeah. Should be good.
You want to light it in your mask, or we might have time to make it.
It's really cool.
Place
Still here, huh?
This is to attend, because I
For all of us, I think.
How do you see you again?
Who knows, I might be having
Well,
Kentucky
you've been
everywhere.
there, done it.
What?
You know how Kentucky, Ohio, honey fan, you know.
Oh, pretty good.
I can't breathe.
All my years, I've never worked in Kentucky, Ohio, and honey fan. More as much as the past 4 years. It's crazy.
When they come in, I'm gonna duck under you. I just wanted to let you know.
I'm gonna do a video.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna get coming to the flags and then I'll probably move.
Yeah.
Something different, whatever. It may work, it may not.
Pretty much busy as
Hopefully we'll have that problem.
Those are the big fingers.
I remember we tried to keep up the mansion one time on Stonewall. Yeah, I think we were.
110, when we go back down. Back
I just
down.
wanted to see how that's.
That nice push is great.
The push up, that's he's doing at least 140.
He's about 120 runs.
Because he was,
The new one comes out.
Anyone follow me?
he's not very
Well,
good.
they know it's
What
actually
problem is that?
Now 79.
You see the deer. Mud bugs got 3 feet on the road.
He came back in and they made me follow him one day. Just started car, he followed him from Hurricane Middle to Point Pleasant to the toilet. If they do a serial, but he cried.
Oh.
He said he doesn't, he doesn't get it.
You're talking that.
Yes.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah, she said, that's what she told me. She said, I'm not, she's like, he doesn't understand there's walls, you know, it's hollow. She said he likes to go so fast, and she's like, that's my car to travel.
Were you on the news this afternoon? Somebody on the news. What are you doing here? Still.
I ask myself that question all the time.
Take off.
Yeah. I'm the break glass in case of emergency anchor.
You don't know yet.
Bottom of the barrel anchor.
Someday.
While there was available today.
Yeah. Just doing it and I have to work again. Our janitorial service didn't get there till 6, so they couldn't pull it.
Marcus, is this a practical joke, or how did you get these guys in on it?
So much for a 4 o'clock start.
Yeah.
I just want to.
This is really.
So you leave it. You're just leaving it
They're gonna let me know when they're on the way.
Need to step on the camera, Tony? I'm actually working. A little late, it's over. It's crazy.
How did you get roped into that?
I have no idea.
I feel like we worked now. We're in my earpiece. Last I heard, Wes was cussing and muttering on the phone.
A lot of people were cussing.
And me?
No, just in general.
Each one of us stay plugged into yours, we can mine
It
stuff.
didn't seem complicated. What do we need it for? I'm here.
Just to carry it.
Like how you someone would handle the monitor while
You might go get it.
I mean, that's worried.
Let's put it on speaker and you're right talking. So it's
Just
probably
bring it up on yourself. when you
five
get it.
people.
You just be watching and working on it. That's what,
You know that.
Call friends and they're-
I don't envy Wes.
Well, Wes was getting ready to give up his meeting. Which is what you should do. I mean, so
We
they
don't,
got to
we're
figure
not
it
having a
out.
very good reception. It's right there, it's like this. I don't know, order, I know how to,
You
when
can,
you, what the
you know, I mean,
desk firm and everything, reception, like, you have to put out the hall, that's moving.
best movie I've seen in the last year.
Going outside, with the dome, looks perfect.
Yeah, because I've seen some good genre. Don't get it.
Like three, you have.
I've seen a lot of John Wick 2 is a great action movie. Rogue One is a nice science fiction movie, very good, very well made.
Bad Santa too.
Oh,
Bad
that's all.
Santa too.
It's all.
I like
It was just, it wasn't as good as the first one.
it. No sequel ever is.
Empire Strikes Back, Aliens,
Godfather.
Godfather Part 2, yes.
Huh?
Godfather Part 2.
They should make the third one. Third one's kind of weird.
There was okay.
Bad
Rival was very good. Amy Adams, it's on Blu-ray.
Rival?
Hidden Figures was
Maybe
excellent.
walk around that?
It's fantastic. Yeah. I've only seen 5 of the nominees, I haven't seen them all. I didn't see them twice.
Like, look at her and think, oh, that's.
Yeah, it's good, yeah, yeah.
That's a little neat.
Don't air them as much anymore, I put them all online. Yeah. Air times become, you show a clip, it's a minute.
Is that kind of weird? Like little people conversation?
Those are all good choices. Three of them.
You already teach her how to write.
Excellent action. You don't have to see where it was. Okay, once we're all done.
I actually did. I'm not feeding out. On the stream. So we're sitting there with one, I'm actually gonna get to move around.
When I set it up today, there was a lot more sunlight than there is right now. Does it look about right?
You may want to turn it up just a little.
Just up just a little? Okay.
I'm trying to think what else I like.
Yeah.
Zootopia is a great movie. Have to let go of that movie, it's hilarious.
Yeah, you're really good.
Does that look better?
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you're really fine.
All right.
There's a one point that
Just want to make sure the right window balance, the equilibrium is good.
Yeah.
words describing that. And then you get somebody, pal. Alfred's not sure what it is. You're going through some very strange days in your life. And it showed Batman, Superman, it showed all these Lego sets of all the Christian Bale movies, and then Robin Van Frozen. And he says, he included that really weird face to face he's had Adam West on the tattoos. It wasn't real Lego, it was real live action. Just funny stuff. A lot of shout outs to people who, like adults. Oh, good. It wasn't, just old and broken, or something happened to it, or still wet? Gotcha. Same way. I'm the same way.
I have Jim sign that. He got his stamp yet.
Anything you want. He's got his back on there.
There you go.
It's pretty risky.
Yeah, isn't it? I just thought of that.
Say, they want to photograph her down. And me.
You got full frame.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, thanks. Today, so. Yeah, one of your flashes not working?
No, it is.
Oh.
I just got this back today. And it seems to be working really good. I think it was a camera body because it's working well.
Okay.
We'll see. Get it on a 6 foot, Walmart for $30. I used to do Woolrich, but they quit making it. They were. But I'm probably sure. They had Your states don't make those. Taylor better. They're made much better.
They come from like these, you can pull some.
In the pockets. Yes. Yeah. That's what my biggest.
Yours is pretty good.
The thing where you're supposed to carry. Yeah, I know. Like, my package.
Well, you see her enormous donkey.
No. He's, garage as well. So I'm coming out my taxes.
I would say.
I don't want him coming to me. Keep that mic closer.
I was missing 3 weeks every year.
He didn't like it.
That was funny.
Back then,
He didn't like it. It's too complicated for me.
600.
Yeah, so it's over,
I am, that's what I told you, let's just.
Yeah, now 145.
180.
Plus the camera.
Then you go back.
I got a feeling.
we need you to have capital 20 minutes, traffic.
Then I got the D7.
Buses are dropping off kids.
70?
Gravel nuts, that's right, you work on Sunday. Yeah, back to
It's going towards Melbourne.
4 lanes out, turn right off.
Which exit?
Out.
Which exit?
Yeah, he's supposed to still fail.
He's a couple of that. Turn right, really, you know, right there, it falls.
Yeah.
Just follow that 4
Yeah,
lane.
well, in that case.
So I guess you're going on now.
Yeah.
Just 5 miles. And then it's just dead end. 4 lanes. Might be a little for me. But it's gonna be, it's a lot with moments.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, I like how he.
Well, it'll be the road is not a moment, I guess.
Mamie says for direct, not to worry about mom.
But the older
Thanks.
Obviously, I can't cut mine, I'm not in the building.
It's good to know you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
It's a road for little girl. We were on the part that was, it's great, but it's not very different. Where's your dad on?
It's always different. The district.
That's true. Would you ask your wife if she ever got hold of Bob Bird?
Oh, was she trying?
Bob was playing around.
Oh. Shots on.
I sent him information, I sent her.
Yeah.
Your stuff. Got it, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll ask her.
If not, I'll give her more information.
Okay, I'll check.
Hello. That's fine.
It's really warm there.
No,
Really?
it hasn't started yet. No. Okay.
Turn back.
The stream isn't up yet, I just want to make sure they haven't started.
Should spend more time outside, didn't we?
Be with the red box. Yeah, that's a tree there. I saw a picture of it. Sam found one. It's on his end.
Steve,
Full.
that's you bringing it in on time.
Marcus.
Is that Marcus?
What is it?
Still waiting.
Be patient with us, guys. There's a fountain out
Not
the
one
whole
you
way.
say. You know quite a bit, you just don't share it. That's how you keep that job. Close to the best. Close to it, the best. I'm the same way.
I went out to the car to get my tripod, he would have been here on time.
If you get up and start moving, he'll show it, yeah. You're the key. You're the key master.
I believe you.
You're the key
You're here
master.
on time.
And we actually showed up on time. Half hour late.
Yeah. So what are you gonna write about? You're saying in the governor's cabin and conference room, it's nice and comfortable.
Where's your scripture find?
Dim the lights a little bit lower.
It's kind of toasty in here.
Yeah, it could.
They're trying to take
They're trying to cool it down for the big guy, make him a little sweaty. I mean, I can't say anything, I do too. I'm just a bit. We needed a towel or a spritzer or something to stay. My God,
It's just the one side.
that was bad. My sister texted me, said, what's that on his jacket? I said, I think it's him.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see it.
I don't know if I've been that bad.
Chances are people are hungry, is he okay?
You know, it's funny. I was terrified when you see it happen. He's like, wow, this shit. He joked about it. He said, where are we getting attacked? No, it was for your defibrillator kick in. Something's wrong. I mean, either the defibrillator is defective or either it's defective or there's some other part. You know, I mean, I know they put them there for a reason, and that's to get let it was there, but.
They don't put them in defibrillators on the outside.
Yeah, well, it's
It's
one
tight
type
on these
of battery. There's a port
Yeah.
that they can get charged. It's internal.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, the wire's got right wire. At least under some homes, so I know his is.
I tell you that, maybe the equal
Well,
six,
it's
I think it was eight, was the last
Yes,
six.
I mean, it's not a gentle nudge. Oh, yeah. It's like somebody said, he said it was somebody punched him in the back. It's a fairly serious thing. I worry about it, you know. Plus he has a history of heart disease, heart attack, he doesn't exactly have a low stress job.
How would that do?
With any team, any major college basketball, they're all maniacs. So yeah, I'm glad he had it. He obviously needed it. It went off. His doctor was at the game.
Was that the doctor?
His doctor was, well, the guy who was leaving on me was a longtime assistant. He was sitting there.
Alright.
Because his doctor was sitting, he goes behind him, he came down.
That the guy in the green?
Yes, he is, that's his cardiologist.
I told Carla, she said,
No, well, here, I'm about that, because I'm gonna keep my cardiologist, he runs behind me too. I guess probably has those tickets for him. And, you know, he's had him for what, how long has he been there? 10 years, 15 years? They finally paid off.
The best part is he pointed at Nick, and Ron Carter said, this is your fault. He pointed at one of the players and said, this is
oh,
your
yeah,
fault.
he did.
I think it's just been WDL on that.
I think this is 10th.
Yeah, 2007, right?
Was it 06 or 07?
I think he's
Oh,
been there
just,
10 years. I think he's been there 10 years.
Yeah.
We gotta use the live view now. We gotta use the live view stream.
Okay.
They started late and they're doing something out
I'm gonna learn how to ask.
now. They started late and Doug Allen went to do something else.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, guys, we are gonna get started shortly. Shortly.
Even 2 cables.
You guys want to sort of pull over and under? $2 in?
437 and 36.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's 432 right now.
Yeah.
It looked like this end right here.
Go ahead, you can always write it.
We have to set the over, we have to set the number and then go over and under.
Black and white.
Or we should do like for 11, he did, just pick it, he said 30.
30 seconds.
No, all right, just roll on now.
Yeah, people.
So sad.
You understand what
I don't even know if you
Hey, the live view's up. You guys see it back there on the
Well, we're going to that eventually, because we have cards and ours, I think some of those.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I don't know how they report, I guess they just report.
He said they were starting here soon, but I don't know
We have
the exact time.
You know,
All right.
But apparently these new cameras, no cards. That's what we're going to right, no cards.
No clue.
Larry said that, I think last week.
Your guess is good as mine. Larry doesn't clue me on things like that. Are you going somewhere?
But technology's changing so fast with these things. Yeah, I mean, that
Oh,
might be
yeah.
is big compared to like.
Well, the somewhere. Steve Jones.
You and I have driven there with trucks, and cables, masts, tape. Well, film, some film, some of it, but I'm talking about live. Now, these things use the internet to save. You can, where you got to save it in the country. It used to be line of sight, and it used to be really limited. Now, it's out building another 700 foot cable. Do a live shot in here, with the cable set up now. And she had to pump somebody to run cable from, this way. If they let you work. There. We done that all the way. Yeah, you have to. This stuff's changed, it's changed the world. And it's made it so that, like me, or some of these guys, if we had to, put it on it today, in this market, they go along by themselves. Set the camera up, flip it around, look at the viewfinder, turn on, and they're with the, Now Frank can joke with them Saturday morning in the 70s, if we sell it, I remember. Yeah, the days are here. So it's fascinating to watch. I mean, I'm almost glad I'm getting near the end of it rather than the beginning. And it's just gonna keep changing. And I don't know if this model is gonna make it, I don't know if people are gonna watch TV at 5 and 6, going with their news when they want it. So it's changing dramatically. What will affect the newspapers is going to eventually affect us. When we say the graces, you still have some of the creative content. The content doesn't create itself. You still need reporters to create content.
Yes, sir.
So that it's one of us, one of the content is created.
All right, 2-minute warning, guys.
Okay.
Change.
You need to give that to him, not us. We should know better, shouldn't we?
What is
We should know better, shouldn't we?
So I guess my brother thinks they're a blogger or a radio announcer. You listen on podcasts and suddenly you're journalist.
He's on Central Time.
I mean, we go to school for a reason. Peers and stuff for a reason. Steve's right about,
Okay,
especially if Larry's dead.
Right.
We'll see what the sound bites.
Makes sense.
Great. No, professional, like weddings and.
We've been ready.
Those, that business isn't fun. It is.
They just gave us.
That's on Twitter.
Everybody thinks they're.
Okay, but it doesn't. And nobody.
Doesn't matter. You're right. You're right. But it doesn't matter, people. I don't need you, I can do it. Okay, remember that. And you see what it looks like.
Yeah.
So, and what you do is, what he does is a skill. If you want anything, what it is they got in their mind. It's like us, what we do is a skill. But any Yahoo can set something up in a basement, and suddenly they're getting credentials to the White House. Like, what the hell are we doing here, man? This was time, education, and experience was valued, and now, way to cheap. Out there in force in the future. It's not worried about this.
We're going to go way too quickly.
We want it to change.
It's changed dramatically in the last 5
If
years.
Sinclair could make 3D avatars of me and speak independently and it was cheaper, then they've already gone through it. That's what radio did with Scott Studios. Radio went to disc jockeys and voice tracking. That television has haven't figured out how to make realistic avatars of people cheap, but they wouldn't. No. Your news will be delivered one day by some 3D presentation.
Actually, I see it today where there's no stand-ups and things, there's just gonna be long video and someone talking over scripts.
Could be.
Probably from Portland, Oregon in a basement.
Yeah.
With an IT.
Could be. It's funny, like I said, that the demand for information is greater than ever. The platforms that it's being delivered on are changing and fracturing, evolving. It's kind of fascinating.
All these information is doing that too.
And information gets fractured a lot too. Customers deliver.
Yeah.
Information, some information. A lot of subjectivity today.
Normal.
Yeah, you're right. Opinions slideshows.
My clock still says 2.
4:39. You're on government time.
This is like the weirdest Uber Eats thing ever.
We just took a flash poll, your credibility's dropped 14 points.
It's like an automatic star.
So, hey, it's not me, it's the poll. We just asked 100 people.
That's fine. So, this whole track video on her voiceover. She showed me. She's 6. As you're holding it, that is how long it leaves the picture. Like what you actually, you pick the picture and you drag it in, and then you voice it.
On the editing?
Oh, my daughter she downloaded the Adobe Spark Video to my phone.
Yeah.
And put together this video. Remember that day she was over there doing it?
How old is she?
She's 6.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I've been trying to figure out how to get the Kiss Snapchat filter. She's been sending us pictures for now.
I'm just hoping she doesn't understand budgeting better than I do. Still got 2 minutes on words. Even your wife's gone to 3 hours.
Still like a minute and 59 and 30 seconds.
Hello, everybody. Me and you.
Okay, sure. Kevin?
First of all, I want to apologize to everybody. Moody's, we had to wait till an announcement this afternoon from Moody's, which was supposed to have been much earlier, so we were required to wait for them to make their announcement on their website before we could convene, so we apologize for that. Of course, I'm here with the governor. I'm Dave Hardy, the Secretary of Revenue, and the purpose of this press conference is to announce some information relevant to the state's finances. We were informed today by Moody's Investor Service during a conference call this morning that Moody's has decided to downgrade West Virginia's general obligation debt rating from AA2, to AA2 from AA1. This affects approximately $392 million worth of outstanding debt that is now pending in the state of West Virginia. So the downgrade was from AA1 to AA2. Moody's said that, of course, a year ago, the other agencies, that would be Standard & Poor and Fitch, downgraded West Virginia, and at that time, Moody's decided to put West Virginia on a negative watch. And today, the decision was made to act on the negative watch and to announce the downgrade, which was announced a few minutes ago. The downgrade reflects, according to Moody's, a multi-year trend of growing structural imbalance between the annual expenditures and available resources in our state's budget, which, according to Moody's, is generally inconsistent with an AA1 rating. One thing that was brought up this morning in our conference call with Moody's, and it lasted for quite some time, and this is an actual quote, and in a call with Genevieve Nolan, who's the vice president and analyst for Moody's, they said, and I quote, "Your governor is not afraid to get his hands dirty," referring to Governor Justice's commitment to closing a structural hole in the state's budget. She praised the proposed budget propounded by the governor and the commitment of West Virginia to meet its obligations in a responsible way. So with that, I'm going to, of course, turn it over, the press conference over to the 36th governor of West Virginia, the Honorable Jim Justice.
Well, guys, all I can say is this just makes me sick.
I mean, that's just all there is to it. You know, the problem that I can't bear is simply just this. You know, there was an old story, and you've probably heard it a bunch of times, but, you know, where the guy was below the dam and the waters were coming up, and the park ranger came and said, "You got to leave." And he said, "No, I'm not going to leave. The good Lord will save me." And then the next thing, the water kept coming up, and here the park rangers come back in the boat, and they say, jump in, you got to leave. The water's coming up. And he doesn't leave. And the next thing, he's on the roof, and the helicopter flies in and says, "Get on," and he won't get on, and he washes away. Well, as he goes through the pearly gates, he said, "Lord, I thought you were going to save me." And he said, "I tried 3 times. You know, I sent the park rangers, the boat, and the helicopter." Well, you see, we've been years, and we won't react. All we want to do is kick the can down the road, and we won't react, and we won't do. And now we are where we are. You know, it's disappointing as it can be to get downgraded. You know, we had first S&P and then Fitch's rather, and you know, I mean, for crying out loud, and now the third. And so, and it's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's just going to get worse if we don't act and we don't do something. Now, it's going to hurt our communities, there's no question. Our borrowing just got more expensive, no question. And you've got a way to think about this is just think of our bond rating as your credit rating. You know, what happens to you when you've got bad credit? Now, they, in their quotes, and from what I've read, said just this, that we currently are, we know this. We have 17 years on a 40-year plan, and we're paid out on pension benefits, you know, or pension debt. And the refinance, and it's come up, well, let's refinance that. Let's extend that out further to where we don't have those obligations today. Well, that's one of the big things that Moody's said. If you do that, you're even more unstable. If you don't make current liabilities, if you don't make current annual payments, you are more unstable. You know, I ask our people and to look at from them, I said, well, what makes us eligible for upgrades? And think about this. Think about it. Here's what they said. Long-term growth. Well, isn't that exactly what I said in the State of the State? They said diversification. I said exactly the same. They said energy, the energy sector, you need to visit the severance tax. That's exactly what I said. They said you need to have positive fund balances. No invasion of those pension funds, those balances. And they said you need surpluses. And that's what we've proposed in this SOS Fund for Development and Economic Expansion within our state. Now, they said you're going to continue to be downgraded if these things happen. You know, coal and gas slows even more. We manage our state poorly. Or we don't pay our annual contributions, meaning that we refinance, extend them out. Now look, it's time to do something. I've told you a bunch of times, I didn't create this mess. The voters honored me to come in and try to straighten it up. We've got to do something. And I've put together a proposal of how we can be on a pathway to prosperity and climb out of this mess. And if we don't, we're going to have more and more days just like today. I mean it. I mean it when I say, I don't like this, and this kind of stuff makes me sick. Because we should have known, And if we continue to do this, we're just going to get deeper and deeper and deeper into no man's land. And if we think we're going to go and cut into the bone, and we're going to miraculously be able to cut our way out of this mess, which is no chance on God's earth that we could ever even think about doing that. If we think we can do that, at the end of the rainbow, all we're going to do is spin hopelessly into the China syndrome, to where we're going to have a total meltdown and not be able to get out of it. Now, I'm telling you, I don't like this. I don't like any part of it. Now, I've got to read you just this too. This letter came to me from a 9-year-old kid, a beautiful little girl, and her name is Jenna Meredith Stout, I believe. She writes and says, "Dear Governor Justice," she says, "I love, love, love the Greenbrier even more than Disney World, and it's a big hit." She said, "My daddy really needs a job in West Virginia, and we may have to move to Indiana. He worked for NiSource, and yesterday is the day he's leaving for Indiana." She says, "I absolutely love the Greenbrier Pool and West Virginia. Please help me not leave West Virginia, because on February 20th, my daddy is leaving for a new job in Indiana." She says, "I don't want to leave West Virginia because my whole family is in West Virginia." Now, she said, "I didn't get to come to the Greenbrier this year because my daddy doesn't have a job." She ends with, "God bless you, and of course Jesus loves you and your family, and I don't want to leave my school." You know, we're better than this. That's all there is to it. I don't know any way to say anything other than it just tears at my guts. It's the very reason that I ran for this office. I ran for this office for Jenna Meredith Stout. I ran for this office just for the fact that really and truly we're better than this. We don't need to have this story. We don't need to have this. Can you imagine really and truly your feelings of a 9-year-old, a little 9-year-old, if you were that, and she sees her daddy having to leave. She's got her friends, her school, her family here. She doesn't want to leave. How many stories are we going to have like this? How many days are we going to have to be downrated? How many more stories are we going to have till somebody wakes up and addresses the problem and does something about it? Now look, I'll answer your questions on any day about anything, but not today. I've given you as much information as I'm going to give you today, and I'm not happy about this, and I can't say any more than that. Just makes me sick. God bless you. I'm out of here. Thank you.
Man, what are you gonna do this one?
We're at number 5, probably do it right here.
Call.
Yeah. Oh, I got this in my mind.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the plan?
Lou, which number are you, 6?
Yeah. Just 6.